To the Department of Puberty. I would like to apply for a refund for a faulty product. I know, technically, that I have already used the product. It has been a few years, I admit. Let's begin with the acne. Most people sign up for a 3-year subscription, but I guess my paperwork was lost because I'm still receiving monthly newsletters. This feature of your product has led to humiliation and suffering from its initial arrival. From the moment the hormones inside me began to writhe like a pit of enraged snakes, my skin reacted in turn. By the age of 16, I could have been a facial product reviewer. You name it, I've tried it. Clearasil, Pfizer Hex, Cetaphil, Clinique, Saint-Ives, Biore, Nitro fucking Gina. Proactive bleached my towels. I was not clean, clear, or under control. Don't even get me started on the hundreds, probably thousands of dollars I spent on makeup, all for my face to look like it had been smothered with a handful of alabaster mud. Which brings me to my next complaint. When I signed up for puberty, I was not happy with the cancellation of my self-esteem. This led to me being stricken by fear during most sexual encounters. Many of these involved confusion, muted panic, and the fervent hope someone didn't accidentally put a finger in my arsehole. With my lack of self-esteem came a long list of concerns. Am I a slut because I want to make out with someone, but frigid because I won't go down on them? Am I a slut if I wear a dress showing cleavage, but frigid because I won't let someone grab my tits? Have I been brainwashed by evil hormones? By the time I was able to reconnect my self-esteem, I was 23. That's 10 years of no connection, without even having been notified. This is only one example of appalling customer service from your department. Furthermore, I would like to address the poor quality of my sexual experiences during puberty. Upon arriving at high school, at the tender age of 13, I was shocked to discover many people around me were sexually active. Like, with boyfriends, having regular sex. I was in deep. Not only did I have to learn the jargon of public high school, how is one expected to react when called a cunt? I also had to pretend to know about sex. This in itself was traumatizing, and I hadn't even got down to the deed. I spent the next several years terrified, scrutinizing my vagina with a mirror and wondering if it was an innie or an outie. And why it even mattered. Wondering how you're supposed to trim your pubic hair without slicing off any vital parts, and wincing every time someone said the word fingering. When I did finally lose my virginity, it was with the nervous aplomb of tossing away an unpinned grenade. I had no candles. I neither received nor gave any tender declarations of emotion. I had no access to a bed. I had a sofa in a garage. I had 5.5 UDLs in my bloodstream. And I wished I could have just said, oh, never mind, this is more awkward than anything else. This was followed by a parade of mediocrity, of selfish young men who seemed to think the female orgasm was an old wives' tale, of uncomfortable spare beds, mattresses on the floor, under sheets on couches, of the gruesome attempt at being sexy and wearing padded bras, and stealing a G-string from Target so my mum wouldn't know about it. In conclusion, Department of Puberty, I had a shit run. I had waking terrors that I would get my first period at any second, probably in a scarlet waterfall, probably surrounded by kids who love to make fun of any and every natural bodily function. There was the constant struggle of trying to reconcile where hair should grow and where it definitely should not. For the record, that's anywhere except your head, eyebrows, and eyelashes. I think this more than justifies my request for a refund. I would like back all the shits I gave about all the aforementioned products. I would like to have another go at losing my virginity, and I would like someone to go back in time and tell 13-year-old me that I'm not a freak just because I had a metric shit ton of hormones dumped into my bloodstream. I eagerly await your reply. Regards, and thanks for nothing.